Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm Dave.
Welcome to the Nova Game Demos YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be demoing the game Love Letter.
And in this case, Adventure Time Love Letter.
There's a lot of different versions of Love Letter available, and there's some slight variances depending upon the version of the game that you go with. Love Letter is an elimination-style card game for 2 to 4 players, and it's great for players of all ages, and all play styles and types. If you're a beginner, this is going to be a great game to introduce you to the gaming world. This game is produced or distributed by AEG, Alderac Entertainment Group, and the artwork on the game is going to vary depending upon which version of the game that you buy. Now, let's break it down.
Break it down!
Here's how the game works. There's a total of 8 unique types of cards that interact with each other. Some of the cards have some different artwork. We're going to give you a breakdown of the different cards and how they interact with each other. Also, with the game, when you purchase it, you're going to get these 4 reference cards, one for each player. There's a nice little pile of tokens to denote the victor of each round. You get the handy-dandy carrying case, nice, make it easy for it to carry around, also a nice good way to hide your burn cards, and of course your rules book in case you need any rules checks or anything like that as you go. So Dave's going to give us the breakdown of the cards, and I'll give a little bit more of an explanation, and we'll let you know how the game works.
So the number 1 card is the Banana Guard. They let you guess what somebody else has in their hand.
So the only proviso with the Banana Guard card is that you can't guess another Banana Guard. Overall, out of the 20 cards in the deck, 5 of them are Banana Guards, so there's a 75% chance that the opponent doesn't have a Banana Guard in their hand. As well, there's going to be a burn card each round, minimum 1, sometimes 3 if you're playing a 2-player game. That's really the only variance between a 2-player and a 3 or 4-player game is the number of cards that you burn at the start of the round. Those burn cards make it impossible for you to count all the cards because there's always an unknown factor, and also really add to the replayability of the game because you never know for sure what's missing.
And the second card is the Royal Subject. They let you look at another player's hand. In Adventure Time, it's going to be Peppermint Butler or Lemon Grab.
So your Royal Subject card's the number 2 card in the game. That's a really good card to have in conjunction with the Banana Guard card. It allows you to take a peek at what your opponent has, and then if that opponent doesn't choose to discard the card that you get to see, then you'll be able to knock them out next round, unless it's a Banana Guard again. It really makes it a good way to target somebody and get an idea of what you got sitting around the table with you. And it's just a really fun, nice way to play the game.
The next card, number 3, is Gossip, which is going to be Marceline or Lumpy Space Princess. What this card does is it lets you compare the hand with another player.
So when the 2 players compare hands, similar to how when you're going to show the other player your card, you're going to do so secretly to make sure that the other players around the table don't know what card you have. And when you do those comparisons, the player with the higher card is going to win and stay in the round. The player with the lower card, they're going to go ahead and be eliminated for the round. There's also what we know is a little bit of a curse of the double 3s, and that's where you pick one and then you draw the second one and you have no choice but to compare cards with somebody. You don't get to do it on your own terms, so to speak. The game kind of forces you to do it.
So the next card is 4, which is going to be the Companions. This is going to be Gunter or Bimo. This card offers protection from other players in the round.
So the protection card is great to have. It doesn't allow your opponent to target you with a Banana Guard. As well, if somebody plays that number 3 and wants to compare hands with you, if you've got that protection card in front of you, then the 3 is just a discard. It doesn't count in a 2-player game, or in a 3 or 4-player game, they're going to have to pick on somebody else. As well, there's one other card that allows you to target people that we're going to get to next, or a couple other cards actually that we're going to be getting to next, and we'll explain how they interact when we get to them here.
So the next card is 5, which is going to be your hero. That's going to be Finn and Jake. And what they do is they let you choose another player or yourself to discard their entire hand.
So in the game, the hand size, when he says entire hand, it's only going to be 1 card. What happens at the start of the game, each player is dealt a single card, and then you're going to pick up a second card on your turn. So you're going to have 2 cards at any given time. You're going to choose which one you're going to play. When the number 5 card comes out, you target somebody, they'll be forced to discard their hand and draw a new one. If the person that you're playing with in a 2-player game has protection, then the only option is for you to choose yourself. And one other neat proviso that's unique to the Adventure Time version of the game is if the person you target has the other number 5 card, so Finn or Jake respectively, and you target them and they discard it, it will immediately end the round and they're going to gain one of those sought-after victory tokens.
And the next card's going to be the Wizard, so the Ice King. And they let you trade he lets you trade hands with another player.
Really powerful card to have, especially really good in the later rounds. Early on, it's kind of a gamble because you don't know what cards are out in the deck, but as the game progresses, you get a better chance to see what's come out and what's already gone. If you think that the number 7 or 8 cards are still around, it could be a good way to position yourself to swoop in and take something from somebody else and give yourself the win.
Card number 7 is Lady, which is Lady Rainicorn. And if you have this card and you draw, or you have a wizard or a hero in your hand, you have to discard Lady.
Yeah, so again, she doesn't have any real special abilities, but she's the second most powerful card in the game, and with those burn cards, there's also a possibility she may be the biggest card in the game. So having her in your hand can really set yourself up for a good possibility to win rounds. As well, she's really good for that number 3 card for comparison. So there's a lot of benefits to having her, even though she doesn't have any unique special abilities herself.
The final card is Princess, which is Princess Bubblegum. If you have to discard this hand, this card, you're out of the round.
Yeah, so with the Princess card, if somebody finds that you have Princess, you're knocked out. 2-player game, the other person automatically gains the victory token, and again 3 or 4 takes down one of the opponents that you're trying to get through. Quick playtime for the game, usually a round takes 30 seconds to a minute. Usually you're going to be playing to maybe 7 victory tokens, so average playtime is about 20 minutes, I'd say, for a playthrough, depending upon the speed and the skill of the players. And it's really a good beginner game. It's pretty wide open and great for younger people as well because there's not a whole lot to remember. It's a pretty straightforward, pretty quick game that you can just pick up, grab, and get going with quick out of the box. And now, to give you a little brief demo of how the game plays, we're going to do a quick round or 2 here just to give you an idea of how the cards interact with each other.
All you have to do is fall in love. Play the game. Everybody play the game.
Here, we're going to be playing a 2-player version of the game. To make it easier for you, our loyal viewing audience, to see what we're playing, we're actually off camera on either side. Hi! But we're not going to be able to view the screen. We don't know what each player has. As I mentioned, where we're playing a 2-player game, the first step that we're going to do is we're going to pick 3 cards off the top of the deck as our burn cards, and they're going to get tucked underneath of the satchel, so that way we don't know exactly everything that's in the deck for the round. So then we're going to deal each card a player. And then the player who's randomly selected to go first, which is, according to the rules of Love Letter, is the player who most recently watched an episode of Love Letter, is going to draw their first card.
Episode of Adventure Time, actually, but you know what we mean. So, I'm going to use Peppermint Butler, which lets me look at another player's hand.
So I'm going to show Dave my hand, making sure that any other players that are playing with us can't see, and then it becomes my turn to play. So I am going to play a guard card, and I'm going to ask Dave, Dave, do you have the princess?
I do not. So that would make it my turn. I'm going to draw another card. And I'm going to use Gunter, who's a companion who protects me.
Now it's my turn again. I'm going to play Gossip, and where the only player I can play against I can target is Dave, and where Dave has a guard card, this is just a discard for this round.
That makes it my go again. So I'm going to draw a new card. And I'm going to decide to use my wizard, which we trade hands with another player.
And now that makes it my turn again. And I am going to play BMO, my companion, so that I'm now protected for the remainder of this round. Or turn.
And now it's my go again, so I'll draw a new card. And I will play Jake, so that my opponent has to discard their hand.
So I now discard my hand, and because of Jake, I am drawing a new card. And then it makes my turn, so I get my normal draw as well. I'm going to play the guard card, and ask Dave. Dave, do you have the royal subject?
I do not. That makes it my go. I will draw another. I have a guard. I will play my guard and say, do you have a gossip?
I do not have a gossip. So we're drawing the last card, and I have Lady. For my last play, I'll choose to discard Lady, and then Dave and I are going to compare hand cards. And my 8 is bigger than Dave's 5, therefore I'm the winner of this round, and I'm going to get one of our reward tokens.
So you play that until all the tokens are gone, or you set a number to get to, and whoever gets to that number of tokens, they're the winner.
Well, so that's it for the Adventure Time Love Letter game.
If you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment in the comment section below, and we'll do our best to answer them as quick as we can.
Now, as we mentioned earlier, there's a lot of different versions of Love Letter available, so in the details below, we'll give you the details on some of the other options that you have out there, such as Batman, Archer, Lord of the Rings, or the classic Love Letter game itself. If you're interested in picking it up, we'll also give you links down below on where you can pick it up, so it's nice and quick and easy. Or go out and support your local gaming store. That's what those guys are there for, and we love for everybody to support local. Now, if you enjoyed our video, please like, comment, subscribe down below, and we'll look forward to seeing you again soon. We're going to be uploading new videos once every couple of weeks, so hopefully we'll be back shortly with another new game for you guys to check out. Thanks very much.
Come on and grab your friends and play some Adventure Time Love Letter.
Adventure time, come on, grab your friends, we'll go to their